hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? So today I'm going to be coming to you guys with another Hollywood hot topics. Before I get started, make sure you guys hit that like button, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and let me know what you guys think about this video. Okay, so first thing I wanted to talk about, you guys, was something that is fresh off of the press is a Blueface, you guys. Y'all, not gonna lie, this headline isn't funny, but it's the way that the title was written. I'm not even gonna lie, I bust out laughing because it's so honest. But it's wrong, and I'm gonna get to why it's so wrong and why I'm glad that this happened. So it's the owner of strip club where Blueface's alleged shooting happened says rapper got them permanently shut down. It wasn't a white man that closed us down, it was a black man. We'll make sure he spends the rest of his life in prison. The fact that they stated this, I'm glad they got shut down. That's God putting the karma on you guys for being racist. That's crazy. And the fact that they're a business saying this publicly, and they're probably going to plan to open somewhere else, that's what they get, okay? So let me read a little bit more into it. So they said, the beautiful girls of euphoric Las Vegas would like to thank the entire country for rocking with us in Las Vegas. We put together a dynasty in such short time, but sadly to announce that we will not reopen, unfortunately, Mr. Blueface. And they tagged Blueface, okay? They tagged Blueface. And y'all know Krishan probably has Blueface's login on her phone, so she probably opened it like, Blue, some nigga tagging you. And then they're reading it, and Blue like, what? They set tripping, dog. Why they calling me out? So let me continue. It said, decided to bring GANG related activities to our establishment and put all of our girls out of business and ruin the #1 urban spot in Las Vegas. Euphoric Las Vegas was a spot for everyone to have fun, and everyone super enjoyed it. But as everyone would say, it's always the blacks that we can't have anything. Say what? Wow. Talk about not hiding your racism. You're just putting it all out there. Wow. Okay. It's always the blacks that can't nothing. We knew that we was up against when we opened. We're not upset with the police for not letting us open because they gave us a chance that everyone said they wouldn't. It wasn't a white man that closed us down. It was a black man. Mr. Blueface, and we have lawyered up and make sure that 100% that he's either going to spend the rest of his life in prison or he's going to pay us until the day he leaves this earth. We have given the footage to the police, and the guy that was driving the truck was just beating up by Blueface. And they can't even type right because the grammatical errors were like, y'all need to enroll in Harry Potter School of Grammar or something because it's giving Hogwarts grammar. I'm just saying. We have lawyered up, make sure 100 that he either spends life in his prison or he's gonna pay us till the day he leaves this earth. We have given the footage to police. The guy that was driving the truck was beating up by Blueface and his crew for absolutely no reason. The gentleman never said anything to no girl in their car. That's all bull jive. Is he trying to call him a jive turkey or something like that? It's the grammar for me. Blueface and his crew jumped on this man over a shirt that he was wearing. The man isn't even a GAN member. He drove back up in his truck and said, who jumped me? As he said that, Blueface pulled out a GUN and started pow-powing. He wasn't even trying to run over at all. So stop saying that it's self-defense. Blueface is 100% guilty. We're going to make sure that he puts away in court. But once again, we all appreciate the support, but it's just another black business closed in Las Vegas, all because our own decided to mess it up. Oh, it's a black person. Correct me, y'all. I'm thinking it's a white person that owns this. We need y'all to understand that our girls and staff is devastated with the terrible news. It took us 11 months to build the club and it was closed in 2 months. But hey, once again, it was not the white man's fault. It's our own people that hurt us. Attempted unaliving is what Mr. Blueface did. And then here's the club owner providing a photo of him at the police station. Okay, here's my whole thing. Blueface is so wrong for what he did, though. He needs to learn that, like, you're not in the schoolyard anymore. You might be still a schoolyard crip, but you're not outside in the schoolyard anymore. So like, what are you doing? It's just not making any sense. You have 2 kids, a newborn at that, and the fact that you think you could just go around powing people, it just doesn't make any sense. And I do understand the guy's frustrations, but he could have worded it a little bit better, because you using some of them terms that you used and everything like that. You get what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I'm putting my night cream on. Like, that's not cool. Because from reading it, I'm thinking it's a white man, but it's a black man saying all of this. So I get his frustration though, because building a business from ground up is not easy. I've known friends and stuff that have done that. I'm talking about physical businesses, not no little online business. I'm talking about physical business. It is nothing to play with. So I get his frustration, but you could have worded it better and used a lot better grammar. Okay, a lot of the comments are sort of roasting him because they feel as if he's just sort of putting him down and everything like that. And a lot of people think that it's it's more than the Blue incident that shut the strip club down. Okay, I do not know when Blueface's next court date is going to be for this incident, but the fact that the club owner is going ham like this, I wouldn't be surprised if he's standing on the testifying stand to testify against Bleed. Okay, so Rock, you better come there with a rock on your hand, an actual rock on your hand. Okay, act like you're his wife and you guys just got happily married and that you're pregnant, because that's the only way the judge will forgive him. Because the last time they went into the court, you were his fiance, remember? So this time you need to do another upgrade. You need to be his wife. Just saying. I'm just saying, or else he's gonna be out there in the clinker, okay? Because unattempted unalive is nothing to play with. I know he got out on bond and everything, and everybody act like this charge just went away, but like the man still has to go back for trial and everything. So we'll see how this turns out, to be honest. But wish the man the best. I hope he don't end up in the clinker, because he does have kids. And y'all saw that clip that I showed you guys the other day of the son basically saying, I don't want to be like you. That to me was traumatizing. So that shows that the boy has heard some things about his father. Okay, so I wouldn't want him to be in jail just because of that. Okay, just off the strength of the son, because I don't want, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's another little black kid without his dad in his life. Okay, but Blueface needs to get it together. Like, what are you doing? Like, let's get out. All right, let's get into something funny. One thing about these Potomac Housewives this season, I don't know what is they put in their drinks, what contract they signed this season. Andy must have made them sign like a messy contract. Like, you guys are gonna go for each other's jugular this season, run one way or another. Because the way that they're coming at each other, it's at this point comedic. So if you guys don't know, Mia and Wendy have been beefing so far for the past few episodes because Wendy decided to throw the drink and everything like that. Wendy is on the very far right with her hand on her hip, okay? And Mia is on the very far left with her hand on her Big Debbie cakes, okay? So they were beefing, of course, because Mia threw the drink and hit Wendy with the purse. You feel me? But now the parents are getting involved. We have Wendy's mom getting involved now. Wendy's mom is basically saying, hey, girl, coming at you. Because guess what? You disrespected my daughter, in the words of Evelyn. You disrespected my daughter. You disrespected my daughter, okay? So this is what Mia, Wendy's mom says to Mia. Okay, so she said, Nigeria. Yes, I can wave the okay, I gotta read the original post, y'all, because it's a thread, you guys. It's a good thread. Make sure you guys hit that like button. This is pre-recorded, okay? For the girls, I think this is live. This is pre-recorded. So make sure you guys hit that like button. I would put Alicia Keys on, but Sister Girls copyrighted, okay? So I'm gonna probably play a little small snippet of her, okay? All right, so first, she posted Wendy's face, okay, on Mia's face. And Mia's face, you guys, like I said in my Hustle Potomac recap, a lot of people used to come for Kenya. She has acne this, acne that. Oh my God, oatmeal pie face. Remember when Phaedra said oatmeal pie face, making fun of Kenya's skin? It was all kikis and laughing. But when it was Mia, nobody's talking about her skin and how horrible it looks, because maybe she's lighter. So someone, the mom says, well, ugly inside out, quota face Mia, a bombastic, ignorant, nonsensical, baseless, a wannabe CEO troublemaker. You've bitten more than you can chew. You have just messed with the wrong Niger. Mama bear baby. Oh yes, Mia. You assaulted my baby, Dr. Wendy. The Dr. Wendy Naja princess. Anja, they sleep trouble go wake Amwa Noah and they find. Did she just put a woo on her girl? Let me stop. She said, remember, he/she who fights and runs away loves to fight another day. To hell with Mia and Peter. Oh yes, I say Holy Ghost fire on Mia and Peter. And thunderous amen. QEW. QED. Listen, I don't know nothing about them Nigel girls, but I'm Haitian. And one thing you know, you don't mess with them woo ladies because they're going to get you. So, Mia, you going to wake up and you're going to wake up with an extra cheek because your cheeks is already messed up. As you can see on this picture, you're going to wake up with a third cheek. Okay, Mia? So, Mia replies back and says, Nigeria. Yes, I can wave the flag because it's in my DNA. Mama, nah, walla, you. But sis, too busy trying to defend, she never took the time to find out we from the same land. So take your thunderous self onto the Holy Ghost fire and repent. P.S. My family knows your family. So TikTok, mama. We don't receive threats kindly because y'all know Mia talks with her hands. I'm sorry, this is funny to me. So the mom replies back, apparently you do know the understanding of a threat. Uneducated, classless, quitter face. You should be worried about physically assaulting my daughter and issue a genuine apology. As I mentioned on my earlier post, the prosecution is watching. You should shut up and genuinely apologize. You have a mouth. You should use it and not use it for sucking. I'm playing, she didn't say that. And not physically attack my daughter. Free speech, Mia. Who do you think you are assaulting my daughter? Your action was seen all over the world. Holy Ghost fire on you and Peter. I'm telling you, you gonna come for this lady mama, you gonna wake up with a third cheek. Okay? This is where you know it's getting a little too far. When the cast moms and families getting involved, that's when you know you stepped in some treacherous territory here. Like, seriously, that is hilarious. I've never seen that before where a family member, particularly a mom of a housewife, has come out and attacked the cast. This season has been so bad that a couple of YouTubers have stopped reviewing the season due to the toxicity of the season. They've literally stopped recapping it. I'm like, so that shows me that you're on Mia's and Robin's side. Oh, I see. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a cold world out there. It's a cold world, this Housewives game. I still do think Mia was at fault for what she did. Like I said, it seems as if the camera is just getting to her and she's letting the Housewives type of world get to her head. I've read something somewhere where they say like the newer franchises will never be as organic and as real, excuse me, as the older franchises because now they have a playbook to read off of, which I understand completely. They're 100% right because they're watching these previous franchises and they're seeing what they did to be iconic, throwing the drink, throwing the purse, those little stuff. Like, girl, Phaedra is the first one to hawk a purse at Miss Kenya Mohoa. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you're not really original. Okay, so it's like, and even I saw Real Housewives of Salt Lake, one of the wives, she threw like a drink. She did like this. She had a drink, right? And then she went like on the girl's head. And I'm like, that's like been done before. Like it's like getting like played out with some of these newer franchises, not the older ones, the newer ones, because they're trying to be like the older ones, and it's not hitting like that, to be honest. Okay, but I'm telling you, Mia, quick mess with a Niger mama. Okay, think it's sweet. It's not. Okay. Before I go on, Mr. Rolling Bray had a message for you guys, telling to hit that like button.
It's time to finish these once and for. It's time to finish these once and for what? Oh, and the friends, nothing to say, and the exes, still over there. Do I care? No. Oh, soon and soon.
Okay, next I wanted to talk about you guys is Xscape. So Xscape, you guys, they they did a radio interview. So we finally got some clarification on all the drama that's been happening, which I'm like, thank you, because everybody was just so confused, making their own theories. We don't know who's telling the truth. We don't know, you know what I'm saying? We don't know like who's messing with who fell out with who. But it really seems as if the sisters are the ones that are not really getting along. Okay, so this is why you can't really believe everything that you see. You get what I'm saying? So it clarified a lot. It really did. So they went on this radio interview, right? And then they asked them a lot of questions, do just about who is friendly with who in the group, why Latasha isn't included in a lot of their tours and stuff like that. And they also asked about the infamous Tiny speech. Okay, so the reason why she's not included, of course, is because the promoter and Latasha's husband did not see eye to eye. They got into a huge disagreement. I'm guessing Latasha's dude or whatever threatened the promoter, and then the promoter was just like, I'm still gonna keep booking you for the shows, but like I didn't threaten him back just off the strength of you guys. Okay, so that already caused a rift in it. Mind you, Candy made sure to mention in this interview as well that they already missed two. Her and Tiny missed 2 dates from last time that they were doing like the tour and stuff due to both of them catching the C19. So they had to make up both of those dates up too. So it's a lot more to it. Plus, they asked Tiny, why did you shade her during the interview? Like you turn your back to her. Tiny says the person who talks to her the most out of all of them is her, which I was like, you say what? The way you shaded her on that interview, I'm sorry. Tiny basically said that it looked bad because she turned her back to her, but she said she didn't really mean it like that. When she said her girls, she meant everybody and all this stuff. I'm still kind of side-eyeing that, Tiny. I don't know about that because like it seemed very intentional. Because you could have said my girls and looked around. You said my girls. No. Like, come on, like, come on now. Like your little cap, the cap is on your head, girl. The cap is on your head, okay? The cap is on your head. It really is. It really is, okay? And then they also talked about how she's doing like the solo career. Apparently, she started working on the solo career before like them touring even started. So, and then when they got on the topic of her a little bit, Tamika kind of stepped away a little bit. I don't know if she was coughing or something was like up. She was, I guess, emotional about it. But basically, it doesn't seem like her and Tamika are on the best of terms. She was, of course, saying like, "Oh, I love my sister," blah blah blah. But I think they got into it during the show. Tiny and Candy says the show can't come soon enough, and then Candy says, "Y'all need to stop blaming her for everything." She was like, "Why is like every time they're going through something like it's always blaming me? Like I ain't even do nothing. So I cannot wait for this show to start because like I ain't did nothing. Like Tiny, just tell her like." And then you know the infamous Candy she when they were asking them certain questions that was funny about the whole speech and everything like that. Y'all do need to stop blaming Candy though, because I feel like she gets the brunt of everything because she's the most known. They feel as if Candy's like the queen bee dictating who's with who. And if you guys watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, that's how I know a lot of you guys. Now I'm not talking about my entertainers. I'm talking about the other people. My entertainers, right? But like the people that don't watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, that's how I know y'all don't do your research. Because if you guys watch the show, Candy is a team player. She likes to go along with the get along just for the sake of the show. She likes whatever makes the show successful. That's why she wanted Kenyon to come back on the show. And I think that's why she would want Nene to come back on the show. Because she wants whatever is better for the betterment of the group. You get what I'm saying? If she could have her way, I bet she would want Portia to come back because she know Portia would bring ratings and keep the show going on longer. Because the cast they got going on right now, I don't know about that. There's a whole bunch of new people that we do not know like that. We got Sonya back. You know, she's still running with the Olympic cords. Like, don't nobody want to see that. Like, so to me, Candy has always been a team player. She gets a really, really bad rap because I feel like people are jealous of her and they're just jealous of her success because she's that girl. She's that it girl, in my opinion. I love Candy. Can't nobody tell me different about Sister Girl. So what do you guys think about these revelations, to be honest? Because I still don't believe, you know, Tiny wasn't being shady. I think you were being a little shady, girl. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, if you were shading her, it's fine. But like I said in the interview, she said out of everybody, she talks to her the most. She keeps in contact with Latocha the most, which is surprising. And she says she's like the peacemaker in the group. And also, like I said before, Candy's a little bit too forgiving. She already forgave Tamika, which is good. Like I said, if she wasn't a team player, she wouldn't have forgiven Tamika for saying that she slept with Jermaine Dupri's dad. And I know I said Jermaine Dupri on the last live. I meant to say dad. I forgot to add that in there because I was talking so much yesterday, like so much going on. But yeah, next I wanted to talk about you guys was Jada and the ignorance of Jada Waiter. The ignorance of Jada Waiter, like. I don't know why she thinks stuff like this is cute and like. Let me just show you guys what she says, girl, because it's giving like your high school, okay? So this is what Jada had to say, you guys, and they're not with a blogger about who her type is, okay? Because she like the dudes with the Glocks.
Gotta carry a gun. Don't carry a gun. Don't shoot in my space.
Couldn't be like a soccer player, like he gotta have that like gangsta greasy to him. But you are like a suburban.
I know. I'm a suburban girl, private school, Catholic school, but I always was attracted to those.
So you just like a thug thing.
Yeah. Be my nigga, gotta be hood. I only fuck with hood niggas. I don't want nothing that's not hood. You gotta carry a gun.
And this is why our society and we're just doomed, okay? And that's why Jada, I feel like she'll never find love besides Lil Baby, okay? And Lil Baby gonna always be cheating on you because apparently he be putting it down in the bedroom. You know, there's rumors out there that he's good with the Debbie cakes, that he smashes the Debbie cakes in the to smithereens, okay? Just know he's had 5-star ratings for plenty of girls, including allegedly Miss Kitty, okay? Chinese Kitty. Y'all know who that is. It's the rapper. If you guys don't know the rapper that did the I win a thought box. And but I hate that she put this out there because you can still be a regular person and still carry that heat. So like, don't think just because some hood dudes, they carry that heat, but when it's time to pow, they don't do the pow, okay? They tuck, they put it right back in. They don't pull it out. So just because they got it, don't mean they're gonna shoot. They don't mean they're gonna poo. So I don't like how she put that out there, to be honest. And it comes across as very like young-minded and dumb. Watching Impact ATL, which we're gonna get to in a little bit, I stopped recapping it because you guys, I didn't think you guys were that interested in it, to be honest. I might do like a season review and what I think about the whole series once the episodes stop airing and stuff like that. But like watching it, in the beginning, I was just like, oh, she's cool. But then later, the episode started going, I was like, yeah, this girl's a problem. She's kind of insecure. She has issues, a lot of issues. Like, you could kind of see it. And you could kind of tell their group friends, they're not really friends. They're just like acquaintances that call themselves friends that take nice Instagram pictures. So you saw that during the show that she was mainly the problem, and she kind of had like little toxic ways about herself. And I didn't think that was the case because I would have thought it was Ari, because Ari, you guys know, she's very braggadocious about the money she makes and everything like that. So it's just a bad message to put out there, especially to like younger people, that like you need to be with a hood dude that carry a Glock. But a lot of girls think like that. Like some of the girls, they want a dude that traps, they're the head of the trap. They carry that Glock. And then they'll pow out of drop of a hat, which it's not the best, because we've seen these stories out there that have come out where like girls have been in the wrong place at the wrong time, and then you have your shooter boyfriend, and next thing you know, you're unalived. So it's not the best thing to put out there, especially what you have in a song. And she says she is single despite what people have to say, because you guys all seen that TikTok video where she's comes to the restaurant like this, right? She comes to the restaurant and it looks as if little baby pissed her off. Little baby says something like, "Oh, you gonna give me some of them Debbie Case later, bro? Like, you gonna give it to me?" And she's like, "No." And she starts walking like that. So it looked like as if she had like an attitude. She said, despite that video or whatever, that's still not her dude. She not with a baby. Y'all need to mind y'all business. Okay? So she gonna do what you do. I do what I do. In the words of Stormy Wellington. So good for her, girl. But I don't think she's gonna have a good luck when it comes to her love life. Okay. And she did talk about the whole Impact ATL show, how she feels about her fellow cast members. So take a look.
Okay. Y'all was all just cool. It was never like a closeness.
It was never like we at each other's house. We going out of town together. That's it.
Still rocky, or y'all just have no relationship right now?
It was never a relationship. Like we all just like in our own worlds.
Okay. Y'all was all just cool. It was never like a closeness.
It was never like we at each other's house. We going out of town together. That's it.
Still.
Here's another situation where I call cap on her. If you guys watch the show, her and Ari sat on together at a restaurant, and they were arguing about how their sons would have play dates and how their sons were very cool and close. So how did you guys were just not friends and all cool like that? Like, stop the lying, Jada. That's the thing. Like, we're really starting to see that you're really the problem. Like, really, you and Tay used to hang out a lot. You and Ari used to be very, very cool before you guys hang out. So don't act as if like you guys are just distant strangers and just business partners. Like, you guys were, I'm not saying the best of friends, but like from what we saw on social media before everybody started acting weird with each other, I'm talking about before the show, you guys were like friends. I would say that, because you guys are friends. I would say that. I could like put that on the map, because you're not gonna have no play your son's play date with each other, and like you don't know the mom like that, because they're going over her house. So I would think y'all friends if you letting her go over your house, not some random lady you just met off the streets and she get her hair done by Tay. Like, you capping, Jada. Like I'm starting to see she really is the problem, and it sucks because I thought the opposite. I'm like, Ari's the problem. She thinks we're all poor. Okay, that we're all little poor whores. Like, but no, it's really Jada. She shouldn't have just did this interview, to be honest. Some interviews you really just got to do a hard pass on. I think she needs a lot of more like media type training, because I think what the show did, to be honest, is sort of taint her image. I think if she never did the show, we would all still be speculating as to why her and Ari never really got are never really as close as they were in the past. And we would still just think that it was Ari that was the toxic one. But now it's like, no, now we know that it's you. So I don't think her business though is gonna be too affected, because sister girl, her and Ari run the Instagram algorithm. That's why a lot of us can't get no likes, because they buy all of them. I'm like, allegedly, I'm joking, y'all. Next I wanted to talk about, you guys, is 21 Savage. This to me was so funny, because let me tell y'all something. A lot of people have said, because I'm not a Clubhouse kid. A lot of people say that he's always on Clubhouse. Like, every time they're on Clubhouse, you get a notification, 21 is going live. 21. Like, he's going live. Apparently he's a you know how they have big old girls? He's a Clubhouse girl, and he be going in there doing his rants. So I low-key want to download Clubhouse just so I could, hear and like trying to see what's really going on and what he has to say about certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of insane to kind of know that celebrities have that ample time enough to be able to go on these social media platforms and just really talk like for a couple hours and stuff like that. Because usually we think they're so busy that like they wouldn't even have the time frame to just kind of sit there. But recently he sort of addressed, which I'm not going to play the audio, addressed the whole him and Lotto rumors, and says that he has no celebrity girlfriends. He doesn't feel the need to address ish and blase blase. And I'm not one to like, I'm not even the type to do. He sounded very like that's all I'm gonna say. Hey, by the snap, y'all see me. That's all I'm gonna say. I was like, whoa, like, wow. Huh. Whoa there. Like, attitude much, okay? Attitude bad, but I'm battered. So make it better in the words of Big Lex, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Like, whew. But I'll say this. I don't think him and Lotto are together because I feel like Lotto would be the type of girl that would want like to be stamped online. Okay, like she would want someone to be like, "Oh, that's my girl," blah blah blah. Like parade around the Instagrams, parade around the Twitters, stuff like that. So it's like I wouldn't think that's the case. So maybe it is true, but a lot of people are kind of making fun of him about the whole immigration thing, which I'm just like, that's not funny, y'all. Because coming from somebody that wasn't naturally born here, immigration, all that stuff is nothing to play about. I'm a citizen now, so don't come for me. Okay, took the test, yes. But that is nothing to play about. Especially remember when he was locked up and cooped up by IC, what was it? The IC people. Like, remember when he was cooped up? Everybody was like, "Oh my God, 21 Savage, blah blah blah," and all this stuff, right? And now y'all laughing and kikiing at him. I'm just saying. But let me know in the comments, you guys, if you guys are Clubhouse kids. Okay, what do you guys be catching and peeping on the Clubhouse? And what does he be talking about? That's what I want to hear. Because the only person who I know who's the king of Clubhouse and who's another one himself is Whack 100. That's another one who just pops up at the mouth and is a Wendy Williams. He's a hood Wendy Williams of the LA Crips. Okay. Before I go, Mr. Rolling Ray says that you guys have to hit that like button. Okay.
It's time to finish these once and for what. Oh, and the friends, nothing to say. And the exes, still over there. Do I care? No. Oh, soon and soon.
Like, he is married to his kid's mother, but he might have, been, dipping it and doing it with Lotto and, smashing in Big Debbie cakes and spreading them right now. Num cakes. Like, he was probably doing some of that, but I don't know. I did see recently that Lotto unfollowed him. So I don't know if that's due to the whole audio that came out of him saying it. That's why you need to hop off that Clubhouse, because now you done lost the Big Debbie case. You can't be digging up in them cakes no more. So you just lost it. Okay. Next thing I wanted to talk about, you guys, is Mama D. Okay, Mama D, you guys, I'm kind of scared for Mama D. It's not even on the funny stuff. I feel like Mama D is drinking heavily again, allegedly. And this video kind of made me concerned about it, because you can tell, well, I can tell from this video, she's a little bit inebriated. Take a look at what she had to say about her, Scrappy, the Bambi situation.
But yeah, bitch, but you popping after that. You got clothes, you fed.
They got music playing, so we can't do that. Okay, they got music playing, can't do that. So she's basically talking about, there was a scene on Love and Hip Hop where Scrappy was basically talking about all the hardships that he went through with his mom and how he had to basically be around pimp HOs, 304s, all across, strippers, all across the home, trappers that were in the home while he was still young. So he had to see all that at an early age, and it sort of like traumatized him. And Mama D didn't like that he did that on camera, because she felt as if, hey, you profited out of that, and you still had clothes and food on the table. So why are you complaining? Okay. Which I kind of get, but at the end of the day, Mama D, like, you gotta understand the child's trauma. Okay. And in this video, you guys, like I said, she seems very, very, like, she seemed drunker than a Cuda Brown. So I don't know what she was drinking, at Henny that cost the freak holes or something, but you could kind of tell that she's like kind of back to the drinking. And if you guys don't know, seasons ago, she had issues with alcohol to the point where she had to go to the doctor and like had a whole bunch of health issues due to her drinking. So I really hope that her and the whole Scrappy thing doesn't cause her to go back to the bottle, because I like Mama D. I think she's actually really, really funny. She's a big supporter of the community. always has been, to be honest. So that's what I really like about Mama D. Like, she doesn't judge people. So I want them to kind of figure this out. But the problem is, you need to stop trying to dictate your son's love life. Like, let him date Bam, the Bambi. Okay? Like, Mama D's problem is she wants Shay to be with Scrappy. I think that's the biggest issue with her. If she could have it her way, the baby that Shay had, Scrappy would have been the dad. If she could, like, in her perfect world, I think that's the case. I'm telling you. And it's facts. It's facts. That's what I really think the case is, to be honest. Like, I remember my friend, she because you know, I this season of Love Hip Hop, so I did like extra work and stuff for them. And there was a scene where Shay was revealed her pregnancy, right? And my friend, I didn't go to that scene, but my friend went to that scene as like an extra and stuff like that. And she told me how her and Shay, like Mama D and Shay, are like super close. Like the whole scene, like they were like together the whole time. Like they have a very close relationship. So like I feel like that's a huge part of the issue too, because they already know that Bambi and Shay don't really get along because of some social media beef they had with Shay sort of insinuating that Scrappy may have been the father, which she never did. Really, the show kind of made it seem like that was the case. Okay, just for, you know, drama and the conflama of it all. But hopefully, I'm telling y'all, Mama D, don't go back to the drink. Don't go back to that alcohol. Don't do that. I said, don't do that. Okay, next time I want to talk about, you guys, is Kanye. So I really feel like he's done. Like, this to me was concerning, and it's sad. Take a look, you guys.
And you can love what we're doing to you with the contracts. And you can love what we're, what we're pushing with the pornography. But this guy that invented highways, invented the very microphone that I use as a musician, you can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good. And I'm done with that. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
Hitler, you're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also.
For him to say something like that, like, people laugh at him and all this stuff, but I really think it's sad to watch somebody like slowly deteriorate and lose their career in front of my eyes. To me, he has one of the biggest downfalls I think we've seen from a celebrity in a minute. And it's kind of sad people are just kind of standing around and we don't have people kind of stepping in saying like, hey, like, this isn't okay. This shouldn't be happening. You get what I'm saying? But he's a grown man. What can you really tell him? But it's really sad just to see like his career deteriorate. A lot of people are saying that he's doing this on purposely. He's doing this on purpose because they feel as if he wanted to lower his child support, because he was paying over like $200K in child support. But I really doubt he would do something like that purposely just for child support, because it's not like he didn't have the coin before. But people are saying that he's doing it in order to have not paid that, because he, I guess, thought it was like ridiculous and stuff like that. I just really think that, I don't know, like, I feel as if the mom, he never got over the mom's death, and the marriage with Kim, I think that is another trigger of him. That's something that triggered him, because I think when him and Kim sort of separated, he felt like, wow, another woman that just walked out of my life once again. You get what I'm saying? So I think that kind of sent him like off the rocker again, because the moment you notice they sort of broke up, that's when he started, acting, doing the stuff that he's sort of doing now. Like right after that, he started doing some stuff like that. He started going after Pete, like going on these rants and tirades and everything like that. So I think he has a huge problem with he has like abandonment issues, in my opinion. He has abandonment issues and, of course, mental health issues, which he's a little bit confirmed, to be honest, because you clearly tell he's a little bit bipolar. But I think the abandonment issues kind of trigger that with the whole Kim situation. So I think that was the huge cause of it. I don't think he's going to get better soon. I think he's going to have to hit a real low for him to come back up again. But I just hope his finances don't go to the point where he's ending up like super broke, because I don't think the Kardashians gonna pull through and help him out. They just don't seem like they're type to really do that. Maybe Kim will. Kim will do it because that's her baby father. But Chris will be like, why do we have to help him out? Okay, he divorced you. Well, he broke up with you. You guys, broke up, and he shouldn't be able to have any access to your finances. Okay, Kim, you've worked so hard. You spread your Big Debbie cakes to have Ray J plow you. For him to take all your millions, that's not going to happen on my watch. Y'all know Chris has a tight rein on those finances. So we'll see what happens. All right, entertainers, I just had to give you guys this Hollywood Hot Topics. Let me know what you guys think about some of these topics down below. Do you guys think Blueface will be facing the clinger? What do you guys think about Jada Waiter's comments? Also, what do you guys think about Kanye's comments? Also, his anti-Semitic comments as well. Do you guys think he's just doing this for attention, or do you guys think he's having a plan with this, and this is all a part of the plan falling into place? All right, entertainers, I'm out. Leave your comments down below. We are out, babies.
No personal thing.